I got this gateway CRT a few weeks ago, and from the hour or so of testing I did, it worked pretty good. I've got a couple of issues with it that I'd like to address. One, it's a bit on the blurry side, and two, every here and there it'll kind of pop, like it's degaussing. These should hopefully be pretty easy to deal with, and while I'm in there I'll do a visual inspection and maybe blow it out, because I'm expecting it to be pretty dusty in there. Alright, so we can see this is a Crystal Scan 1572DG. We can also see that it is really dirty. And the monitor is clearly made of a different plastic than the stand, because the monitor has aged really well, the stand looks really bad. Here is where our controls are. What's funny is there's like a protective film that's still on there. I'm going to leave it on there for now. We can also see that this is yellowed, so that's cool. So it's a CS1572DG as reflected by the front. It was made in April '94, and it's actually going to be the oldest CRT monitor I've opened, because all the other ones I've opened and worked on have been from the 2000s. By the way, big points for the detachable VGA cable here, because I actually have several monitors I'm holding on to that otherwise work great, but the integrated cables aren't good on them anymore, and you got to get them in just the right spot or you'll be missing RG or B, and it's just a pain in the ass. They should have all been this way. Okay, so before we go any further, I do feel obligated to mention that I am clearly not a professional. I've only done this like 4 or 5 other times. Do not use this video as a tutorial. It is not a tutorial. These things could hurt you, or worse, you could break your CRT. So first off, this thing is actually remarkably clean for its age, and just visually these capacitors all look pretty good. Okay, so first of all, of course, I had to discharge this thing so it doesn't hurt me. Okay, so as usual, no pop. So basically, from my understanding, what causes that popping a lot of time on these old monitors is all the grease around the anode cap has dried up, and that's no good, because this isn't making a great seal anymore. Okay, so I'm going to be using dielectric grease, and man, I'm sure this is kind of like putting thermal paste on a CPU, but on steroids. I actually don't really know the proper procedure here. The way I've approached it is I just put just a little bit on there, because I figure a little is better than the nothing that's on there now. And yeah, I've done this to several other monitors, and I was successful in making the popping go away. So hopefully that victory streak will continue here. Okay, so hopefully I did that right. Okay, so here's our flyback here. And as you can see, there's our focus voltage, nice and labeled. To adjust these, you just twist these with a Phillips head screwdriver. So I did go ahead and just make a little mark here on my dials, just in case I want to go back to the way it was. Well, I do believe that is an improvement. I don't know how good it's coming across, but yeah, that's pretty sharp. Okay, so I went ahead and killed all the lights, and I'm going to try to see if I can get this any brighter without hurting the black level. Nah, so that was pretty much already perfect. No improvement there. Okay, so that was pretty much all I set out to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back together, and then I'll give its exterior a cleaning, and this will be pretty much done. X-ray warning. Judging by this old adhesive, it's on both sides. It's symmetrical. I wonder if that was a pair of speakers. We got 2 bits of it here too on the top. Okay, so it's not really responding that well to Windex, but nothing a little WD-40 can't fix. Okay, I'll let that sit for a few minutes. Okay, so the WD-40 did end up getting pretty much all of that adhesive off, and it looks damn near good as new. So yeah, this looks pretty good now. I'm sure the geometry and the convergence could be better, but I did not feel like messing with convergence rings today. I was mainly in there to grease the anode cap, and everything else was a bonus. Okay. Using the pincushion control isn't helping this at all. But yeah, the geometry on the sides is not great there, as you can see. But I'm just going to roll with it. Alright, so I've been messing around with this thing for a while, and yeah, no pops this time. I've had it on for over an hour now. Motion clarity. Oh yeah, you're probably watching this on a fucking LCD. It probably still looks like shit to you. Minecraft on a 30-year-old monitor. Playing my own game. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this monitor came out. And I'm a little low on CRTs, so I'm definitely glad to have this. The sad thing is, I actually had a Pentium Gateway 2000 computer that would have been a great match for this thing, but I sold that a few years ago, so I don't have that. But oh well, you can't unfuck a turkey. That's not going in the video. Alright, it's been $2. Bye guys. See y'all when I make like another video in like another 3 years or something like that.